In previous videos, I've talked about the relationships that are created when we have two parallel lines that are cut by a transversal. And I wanted to show you how that's often asked on ACTs and things like that on different standardized tests. So let's start by drawing ourselves two lines, and I'm going to just say they're parallel despite my drawing, and then we're cutting them with a transversal. Okay, so two parallel lines cut by a transversal, and we begin oftentimes by saying something like, well, this angle is 110 degrees, and this one is 3x plus 15. Now, there are only really two relationships that will hold true here. Either the two angles we're asking about are equal to one another, and I'm just going to put either the two angles are equal, or the two angles add up to be 180 degrees. That's really it. And we just need to decide, well, what relationship are we talking about? Well, these two right here, this, group of four angles created on the top line, this group of four, you'll notice 110 is in the upper left position. So is 3x plus 15. And in this set of four, it's the upper left. These are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are always equal. So we would say 3x plus 15 is equal to 110. And then we would solve this. We'd say, well, minus 15. So 3x is equal to 95. And divide both sides by 3. And, of course, we could do that as a decimal or leave it that way. All right? Let's do another example. All right, so I've set up another problem set here. Okay, in this, you'll notice that these two angles are both on the outside of my parallel lines. These are considered exterior angles. They're outside. And they're on the same side of the transversal. So they are same side, exterior. And the relationship with that is that those two types add up to 180. So we're talking about this relationship. Now, oftentimes I want you to know the terms, and I want students to know that, but I would look at this and say, well, this is a little acute angle, and this is obtuse. If I only am faced with two relationships, either equal or add to 180, these two are definitely not equal. And I know the pictures might not always be drawn to scale, but I can just look at that and say those are not equal. So that means that the two angles, when added together, come out to be 180 degrees. Well, let's combine our like terms on the left side. 6x and 4x is 10x. 10 and 20 is 30. Subtract 30 from both sides. 10x is equal to 150. Divide both sides by 10. So x is 15. Let's do one more. So here my two angles, you'll notice again they are exterior angles, right? They're on the outside of my parallel lines. And they are on opposite sides of the transversal. One's on the left, one's on the right. So these are alternate exterior angles. And the relationship there between these two, again, is those two types are equal to one another. And you can probably even tell that from my picture, that they're obtuse. So we just set them equal. I'm going to bring the x's all to the left, so subtract the 2x. So it is eliminated. And I'm going to bring the non-x's to the other side, so I'm going to subtract 18. Like that. Divide both sides by 2. So x is 11. So again, you just got to focus on the fact that the angles I'm being asked about are either equal or add up to 180. Establish that using the relationships you've learned about parallel lines, and then just set up the equation and solve. If they're equal, just set the two equations equal to one another, solve. Or if they're a situation where you add up to 180, put one angle plus the other angle, and then combine your like terms and solve. If this helped you, please like and subscribe for more geometry help.